Okay, right, we're going to do Warrior 2 now. So this is another Virabhadrasana variation. A bit like the Trikonasana, our hips and our pelvis are going to face forward. So again, quite wide. So we're just going to turn the feet of our left foot in just to 1 o'clock. Turn the foot of the right foot. Now you need to be quite wide on this one. If you're not wide, what will happen is when we bend the knee will come over the ankle, which is, that is a lot of strain on your leg then. So try and get it as wide. We can shuffle forward once we sort of start moving into the pose. So as opposed to Warrior 1 where we move forward, we haven't got our leg turned, our foot turned enough in order to do that, so we're going to keep this forward. The torso remains forward at all times. It also remains upright. We're not going to go over, we're not going to lean, we're not going to banana our backs or anything, so we're going to keep it forward. Again, you could do this against the wall just to keep your alignment, to make sure, am I actually keeping my tailbone down and in, or is my bum jutting out? Alright, so you will feel it. It is quite strong in your hips. In this area here in the top of your thighs. So remember to keep those, especially this back foot, don't let it drop in. So you can see my little toes lifted off. That's causing my knee to rotate, internally rotate. It's causing my thigh to come in, which is eventually going to turn my hip out. It's really bad news in yoga. So almost just see if we can just keep the toes grounded, but just lift that inner arch. So we're using the outside of our leg. Really not pull, but really keep this leg here really grounded and firm. Make sure the toes are the right, facing forward. Okay. Now we're just going to lift our arms up. We're not going to overextend them high. Okay, so we're making sure the shoulders are nicely balanced. And on an out breath, I'm going to bring this knee. So I'm not coming forward, bringing myself back. Not over, just bringing myself back, so I'm central. So let me dip a little bit forward. If that knee just come over the ankle, that means your foot's not further enough forward. So shuffle it forward. A nice slow lunge. Keep those arms straight. Keep that back leg really working, really active. Lift that arch. Don't overextend it, don't overlift it, but be mindful of it. And when you're ready, we'll look over the arm of our outstretched arm. Where the knee's pointing. The knee's going a little bit further. Not bending, do not bend that back leg. Keep it nice and firm, keep it strong. A little bit further. Keep thinking about my parallel, my hips forward. When you're ready, come back up. Now keep your legs where they are. Just turn the foot of your back, the toes of your back foot into 11 o'clock. So hopefully we should be the correct distance. So again, bring those hips forward. Bring those hips as forward as we can. Bring the torso around. Arms up. Thinking about keeping that little toe side down, lifting that arch so I can really feel it here. You will be able to feel it in your inner groin as well, but I can really feel it on the outside muscles of my leg, my thigh and my calf. Okay. And when we're ready, keeping ourselves upright, keep it up. We're going to bring it down. So I feel a little bit tighter on this side. I can feel it a lot more in my groins on this side. Don't have your arms too high, don't have them like this. It is quite difficult if you're not doing it in front of the mirror. But see, does your body feel like it? Bring it down a little bit more, but bring that back. Okay, and then look over your head. Now an extension of this, which we'll move on to later, but I don't want you guys to do it yet, is you can actually do a little bit of a back bend. When you take this back arm, just stay in the pose, do a little bit of a back bend. That's just for later on though. We'll do that later. And then jump ourselves back together. And again, if you want to, just rest down. Have a little bit of a sway, just gently bend the knees. That's quite strong on the backs of our knees, so I'll bend the knees and just have a little bit of a sway. just to relax the back. Really drop the head. You want the head lower than the heart, get it rested. And remember to protect the back. Come out leading with our chest. Okay, so that's warrior 2. So remember on that one we're facing forward. Good.